Hello everyone, welcome back to Financial Flagship. Today we're going to do a crypto session which will become regular on our channel here. It's going to be called Crypto Tuesday. We're going to have a look at all the cryptos and the most important ones as well. I'm joined with Flavian and Fred as usual. Hello guys, happy to have you here.
Hi, Alex. How are you doing?
Hi, Alex.
Hello,
Alex.
hello. So I'm gonna start off with the most important part here, which is the crypto total market cap, where you guys can see that the price is started to reverse here for the past year or so. So
So
if uh,
I'm gonna start off.
if you guys can see my chart, let me know. And we have here a level that just got hit. So I'm gonna highlight it for you guys here. This one here posted some resistance on the chart, or at least it should post some resistance at some point, which means that I'm expecting here the price after this sharp wave up that we had to pull back a little, maybe a consolidation similar to this one before pushing back up. So that's why the title of the video is called Short-Term Crypto Bubble Alert, because I'm expecting this bubble to end for the short term, which means that I'm expecting a correction here on the total market cap, which means that all the cryptos that are listed in the total market cap are gonna drop for a correction, okay, in order for them to push back up. So as I said, the price here is reaching on the weekly level this area here, so I'm expecting here to get a reaction towards the downside, in which we won't be interested to trade because this will be only a correction. So for those that missed the first wave up for the cryptos, this is your chance if you wait for this consolidation to push the price back up and get into your trades, because this is good. This will be a good opportunity for those that haven't entered yet in this bull run. I think that this is the start of the bull run. No matter what other people say, I don't see it going back down in the way this one is developing here. You can see the sharpness of these waves that we had here. We had a pullback, as you can see, a sharp one. Then the price started to recover and push back up, creating a new all-time high. Then the price made another pullback similar to this one, only that it was on a bigger time frame. This was on the monthly. This one here was on the monthly, and this one was on a lower time frame, so that's why the impact was bigger. Plus, we had loads of liquidity to collect at this level. And now you can see that the price is starting to recover. This was our first sign. We broke the previous lower high. The price started to correct, and this was the trade towards the upside. So this one here, every impulse, I mean, I think you are familiar with that every impulse that goes in a particular direction needs to correct in order for it to be confirmed and to be considered as being valid. So the way this one is looking, I'm expecting here a consolidation, not necessarily from this level. Maybe the price will go back up a bit, drop, and then we'll be waiting for this move to pump back up and eventually breaking the all-time high, which means that in the medium to long term, we're expecting an all-time high on Bitcoin, on Ether, and all the pairs that and tokens and coins that we look at, okay? So as you can see, the total is 2 trillion at the moment. We're looking at coin market cap data, $2.01 trillion. So we have a 1.71 increase in the last day. But like I was saying, this one has to pull back a bit, and I'm expecting all the cryptos to follow this. So let's move on to the daily. This was the weekly. And as you can see, we had a drop on the daily here, and I'm expecting something similar to happen at some point in this area. You see the price is starting to slowly lose momentum. You see this indecision candles here forming, which means that the trend is slowly dying, starting to die out, but that is not a guarantee that it will fall. We have to wait for a reaction for that to be considered, pullback, and then one more drop to confirm the short-term downtrend. Okay, so watch this area here highlighted above in the pink rectangle. So watch this level, and then we'll see how long this will take to develop and when it will start towards the upside. So it might take a few weeks for this one to develop. Speaking of which, let's move to the 4-hour time frame, and here as well the price is starting to slowly make higher highs, which again is a good indication that the volume and the momentum is dying out. So at some point, like I said on the previous time frames, this one should drop at some point to complete this pullback which is pretty necessary for this impulse here that we had, even this one. So expect something something big in terms of a consolidation to occur sooner rather than later. Okay, now let's move over to Bitcoin. As we all know, on the weekly, Bitcoin is looking pretty bullish. It's basically the same chart as the total market cap because Bitcoin has the biggest market cap of them all and is the most traded crypto at the moment. So it has the most percentage from the total market cap. It's similar to the DXY and major pairs on Forex, if you guys are familiar with that. Basically, the total market cap is the DXY and Bitcoin is the US dollar, okay? If you want to make this parallel between them. So Bitcoin on the weekly here looks like it's pretty strong. It might consolidate here a bit, push back up, again consolidation, push back up, but at some point I'm expecting the price to drop. We had a level that we highlighted in the previous streams, which was the 55K level at first, 55.5 and 60K. We had here a zone that we were looking at. So this here, this order block would be the trigger for the correction that I'm talking about. So as long as we are underneath this area here, I don't encourage you guys to buy. Wait for this consolidation, push back up, and wait for a reaction at this zone. And whenever you get that reaction, even if it's from here or from a higher level, don't forget that a correction is on the cards. So the price might drop back down below the 50K level, even towards the 45K. Okay, so don't panic if you see that. Just embrace it because it will be a better opportunity for the people that didn't manage to get in early, and they could easily hop on the bandwagon and ride the trend. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Ether, for Ether, if you remember, I think 3 or 4 months ago, I posted this analysis on our TradingView page in which I was saying that I'm encouraging you guys to buy Ether compared to Bitcoin because of the market cap, the risk to reward, the chart pattern, and I'm gonna highlight it for you guys here so you can see it in real time. So we were underneath this trend line. Let me go back a bit. So we were coming back down from this level, then the price started to pull back. We had this trend line here, and I was expecting after this simple sub a consolidation and then continuation towards the upside. So let's see how the price evolved from there. So as you can see, the level was spot on, and I'm expecting here for Ether similar a consolidation, but we don't have any signs as yet. Okay, so what's next? Let it slow down a bit. Wait for the price action to slowly die out, wait for it to make a consolidation, push back up, small pattern here, then possibly another one. Like I was saying, to the total market cap chart that you guys can have, like those candles that create indecision. That is the first sign that the trend is dying out. And the other one is that it makes continuous higher highs. In this case, in which the price just breaks the top, tags it, and then falls back down, then resumes the uptrend slowly. And the way this is going forward, it will become slower and slower until it will eventually break down. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting here for Ether as well. Let's move to the 4-hour time frame. We had this consolidation here. After this impulse up, we had this pullback, which hit this fair value gap level, and then it started to push back up. Then we got another pullback, which retraced to the core zone that we had here, and then the price continued to spike up, and as you can see, made a new higher high here, but we didn't got a close on it, but still it's a higher high, so we have to take that into consideration. So this is a good sign that the trend is starting to die out. Look at the candles here, slow and messy candles, small ones, and when you get a new higher high, you can see the wicks that are dominating the body of the candle. Okay, so guys, Flavian, what's your opinion on Bitcoin, Ether, and the whole crypto space?
Fred?
I'm bullish for the cryptos. I think I'm expecting some sort of pullback at some stage, but definitely bullish for all the cryptos.
Yeah, and also Bitcoin, I don't want to confuse people with the title of the video, which is short-term bubble alert on the crypto markets, and I'm expecting this bubble to burst at some point, but burst into a consolidation. That's why I said it's short-term. Otherwise, I can see Bitcoin surpassing the 55K level, as we said, and also head towards the 60K, which is the next target, eventually breaking the all-time high here. So we could be easily heading to 70, 75K. I mean, in a few months, if the trend respects the previous trajectory, you know, this year the bullishness inside this last impulse up. So everything is possible. Oh, like I was saying, expecting a consolidation, one more push back up, and then we'll see if we get at some point another correction, and then push back up again to break this all-time high. So this might take a while. It's even if you miss the thing from the beginning, there's no need to worry, because the market every time gives you an opportunity to enter if you're patient. Okay, so let's move to another one which is pretty trending, Solana, which as you can see in the past few months had the biggest increase from them all. Percentage wise, I think in the last 6 months or yearly it had a 200% price change, which is amazing considering the fact the market cap it has, and the way the price of Solana, the place where the price of Solana is at the moment. So also they are developing their blockchain into for the DeFi part of things. They are developing some nice projects on the DeFi on the Solana blockchain. So if anyone is interested, they could go and have a look, because I'm hearing good stuff about that. But other than that, let's get back to the technical part. You see here strong impulse, consolidation, another sharp wave up. This is the weekly chart. Then this pullback followed to gather all the liquidity from these levels. So so now the price found a bottom here, which was another bear trap. And then you can see that the price went back up and pulled back, and now it's in the middle of everything. If you go to the daily, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. We had this breakout here, another consolidation which hit the core zone back again, then another breakout, the price pushed back down to the core zone again, and now it's looking like it's moving in a slow manner. And this one here could be a consolidation for the price to break the top, but at the moment we don't know yet. I'm expecting the price to drop a bit here to catch some air and then reach this level on the 4-hour time frame. You will see it better. We just broke the trend line, but we don't have a candle close nor a consolidation underneath. So this one is not clear at the moment. We have to wait a few more candles on the 4 hours. And if we go back down a bit, you can see we had this drop here, took out the previous higher low, and it went back up towards this order block, and now it is dropping, and we should be looking very carefully right now, because this could be the trend line could act as a support level and push the price back up, but we don't have a reaction for that. Or if the price continues to go back down, I'm expecting at some point for the downtrend to be confirmed in short term pullback, and then another drop, and our first target would be this fair value gap level that we highlighted here. Or it could go even lower than that and start a bigger pullback. So let me know if you guys have any views on Solana. Fred, Flavian?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. See, you have two lows as well there, just above your gap there. So yeah, I see it going down. That could be an interesting place to buy, you know, to buy back.
Yeah, exactly. We have these two equal lows here as well, like you perfectly highlighted. So the price could drop,
Well,
and then
yeah,
it could push back up. So depending on what's
I was
happening.
thinking about the
Yeah, go on, go
yeah.
on.
I was talking about the two lows just above your thing. So this plus the imbalance that you have highlighted, that will bring down the price to your to your zone there, the zone that you have there.
Yeah, that's
I
very,
don't
very
know
good.
if you go, yeah, don't know if you go down lower, but definitely that zone. If I see some nice bullish candles, I'll probably buy a few, you know.
Yeah, it's a good one to take, and also we had a lot of room to go till the top. So the all-time high was at
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$260. and we are just at we just surpassed $100 by $7. So you can do a 2x nicely if you invest on it, but if you trade it, you can do even more than that. So this could be a nice
Yeah,
one to look.
and think this is only the all-time high, but usually when you have a bull run, that would be surpassing by 10. So that's going to become that very small in a year or two.
Absolutely,
You'll be looking
because
back and yeah.
many people when they see, I don't know why traders have that tendency when they see a new top or a new higher high or all-time high, they jump into the sales. Maybe it's because they have indoctrinated that that expression buy low sell high, and maybe that's why everyone wants to catch the start of the trend, which is pretty I don't know how to call it without being rude. I mean pretty childish, because you have to wait for a sign, a signal first. Even if this, like you said, if the bull run is strong here, this could be you know peanuts in the future, could be worth peanuts if you ask me. So that's why you have to you don't have to counter trend, you have to follow the trend until it gives you a sign of reversal. And when that happens, you either pause trading or wait for a reaction and confirmation, short term, medium term, whatever you want to trade from that level. But very important to not lose the bigger picture perspective, because that's what will drive your trade or trades in the future in the right direction. So very important to keep an eye on this possibility. Oh, we have a comment here. My opinion is that I slept during this run, and I can't wait to catch the correction dip. Yeah, you're just in time, even for the video and also for the bull run, because we were talking, to do a short recap, we were talking about the total market cap here, which we expect to catch a small break here, because you see the price went pretty impulsively towards the top, and the way things are looking, this area here might be a reaction area for the price to pull back down, because you see we don't every impulse has to correct basically, and we have this correction here that corrected the previous impulse, and then the price started to follow back up. And this means that when we get to a reaction area in which this might hold the price and push it back down, then that means we have a pretty good chance to get a consolidation. Or if the trend is strong, that's why it's very important to wait for a reaction. If the trend is strong and continues to go up, you might get this reaction, but at another level, because you have plenty of levels here that you have to watch. This one as well. So there are plenty of chances and opportunities for you to get in, to hop in the bull run again, if you have the patience required for that. Because if you FOMO out and jump in right now, you might regret it. And even if this goes up, you won't get the best risk to reward on your trade. So my expectations, and the guys here as well, we're expecting the price to head back down just for a correction. That's why I'm expecting this bubble that we had to burst at some point, but only for the short term. Long term, Bitcoin to 60K. In the medium term, long term, I see him breaking this all-time high, create a new one. Ether as well. Ether has still Ether is the better option if you want to trade it compared to Bitcoin, because this one has a better structure, and the market cap is smaller as well. You can have a bigger pump on it when things start to move in in the green at some point. I mean, if you got a whale that will buy Ether, the price change and the impact will be bigger if compared to Bitcoin. So even the pattern here, you see, here Ether is like at, let me find the Fibonacci level to show you something. Ether just reached the 50% level of this pullback that we had. And if you take a look at Bitcoin, I think is somewhere around the 61 or 70, it's close to the 70, more or less. So think about that, and also look at the pattern. The pattern for Ether is better, like I was saying, if you want to trade some. Other than that, I suggest for you to wait. We all slept in this bull run because we weren't expecting it to have this big impact. So I was expecting, to be honest, I was expecting this one here to be a slow start and be a bit messy. I wasn't expecting this kind of structures here to develop. So yeah, it took us, I mean, personally, it took me a bit by surprise, but we had loads of opportunities. So that's why I'm emphasizing on the fact to be patient, wait for the consolidations to happen, and then look what's next. And every impulse that follows a previous consolidation will correct even bigger, will give you a bigger opportunity. No matter when that happens, even if this, let's say, it will neglect all the things I said and it will go straight in a straight line here. At some point, it will drop hard, collect all the liquidity that it had previously in the price, and then it will continue to go back up. So this is your second, your third, your fourth chance to get in. So no need to rush things up. You're not late. You're just in time, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know which one was the last one that I analyzed. I think it was Solana. So
Solana.
yeah, Solana was the last one that we had a
Yeah,
look at.
Solana. We had finished Solana. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to MATIC. And MATIC here, this one is also looking good. Has a better pattern than the ones that we talked till now. So this one here, I'm expecting, you see, the price had this pullback like all of them, then started to push back up, then again went back down, created this bear trap here. Everyone thought that this will broke this low here. So as we speak, give me a sec. We have this impulse here and this pullback. We basically don't have nothing. We just broke the previous lower high, and the price here might be making something messy sideways and then push back up. We had here this level that it got respected. We got a reaction towards the downside. At that point, we had this order block here that got filled. So the price started to drop, but it didn't broke this low. So the question now, and my expectation, but first the question is that will this go back up? Well, I think it will. I don't think this will drop from here, but I think it will not be fun to trade because the way the pattern here is looking, this one could move up and down inside this range before eventually pushing back up and taking out the stop. Okay, so at least I'm expecting the price to reach these levels here. But for that, we don't have a setup to trade, so we have to wait a bit more. This is the weekly. Let's head over to the 4 hours. 4 hours is pretty bullish, as I was expecting it. And yeah, wait for a pullback here on MATIC and your reaction. This is the trade. This could also be enough for the price to push back up. So yeah, keep an eye out on this one. BNB, similar pattern. We have this drop, after this drop again, pullback, and now the trend is looking like it will go back up, take out the stops, and even head higher towards this area at least. So this is the weekly view. We have to wait a bit for a few more candles here because this one could crawl its way up, at some point pull back, and then push the price back up after this consolidation is over. So for that, let's have a look at the daily time frame. Daily, we just broke out of this consolidation. This is our trend line. 4-hour trend line. This one is on the 4-hour time frame, and this is the daily trend line that we have to keep in consideration for the daily time frame. It's a bit of a distance till we hit that level, but it's not necessary. It's not mandatory that we would do that. So the price here might correct in a small fashion, in a small manner, and then push back up and continue the uptrend on the daily. On the 4 hours, the trend is strong. We just found here some resistance, and the price is slowly losing momentum, but this is just a flag. So I'm expecting here this one to finish at some point, check out this level, and then push back up. This one, either this level here, the price going back to its core zone from where it started, and then I'm also expecting another level, the second one, towards the trend line. So wait for a reaction on one of these two levels, and then you can look for your buy setups if you get a strong candle towards the upside. TRON, It's pretty bullish. This one doesn't have any entry for you guys. I don't know if any of you trade this, but the way things are looking, this one is moving pretty fast, and it has this this pattern here, the one that I'm drawing right now, the curving pattern. It's a very complex pattern, which is pretty hard to get in, and it eventually spikes up and takes out the previous top or low depending on the trend, in this case the uptrend. So it will definitely be heading towards this level to take out and create a new all-time high. Okay, so wait for a sharp pullback, I suggest, because the way this one was moving here, you can see the candlesticks, the wicks here that the price left. This isn't a good sign that you guys could have traded, because you'd have been probably stopped out. Only if you would have invested in TRON, you will be safe. But for now, wait for a pullback, wait for the price to lose some momentum at first, and then wait for a pullback, then go with your trade if you get that pullback. You might not get it here the way things are looking, so this one can crawl its way up without giving you any possibilities to enter. So guys, let me know if you have any other views or anything else to add.
No, I was looking at Tron. I used to have Trons in 2021, and yeah, sold it to the top. But I was trying to get in back, and just there, but I lost sight of it. You know, I went on and doing the stuff. I missed it. You know, just as he started to reverse, because you know I have this little pattern that I use, and is usually accurate, but I missed it.
Yeah, me and Flavian bought it in 2021. I think we bought it from somewhere here, if I remember.
Oh, he did as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we stood through all of this pain here, and then the price dropped, and then we cashed in. I mean, personally, I cashed in somewhere in here. I think I had a 5x or 6x at the top. I think I bought like $500 of TRON. No, I think I had 10x, because my my biggest P&L was 5K. And I think I had a 10x.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the price started to drop, then push back up.
I had bought lower, Alex, in that consolidation.
Even lower, yeah, because I bought it at the same time that you did, somewhere in February, I think, February, January, I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. It was a long time ago and better days. That bull run was pretty nice. And
it was very fast.
It was very fast, and it gave us a lot of setups beforehand. So
yeah,
it
exactly.
was the post-pandemic impulse.
Somewhere in that consolidation that you're on, somewhere in there I bought it.
Yeah, somewhere around this area here. I remember perfectly.
Yeah.
So this one, the way it's moving right now, it would have been hard to keep this thing here. Only if you'd have had like goals on long-term goals, like 10-year goals or retirement funds, maybe something like that. But in the crypto space, in my opinion, you have to, if you're not trading the big ones, you have to have a different approach than investing in the small ones. It's like pump and dump until it isn't anymore. So yeah, good old days. Let's move over to XRP. XRP on the weekly has a nice level here, which we got a reaction from. And then let's go to the daily. But before that, this one here, this one here has this all-time high located at $2, I think, 1.97. So it's on its way. I know this has big problems. The XRP has big problems, and they have that lawsuit still running with the SEC. And I don't know. I'm not aware of what's happening right now at the moment. If things are got clearer, or they're still fighting themselves. So, but in the long term, I think this one has an interesting use case. And I think it has great potential if they solve those problems with the justice sector and the Security and Exchange Commission. So I'm expecting this one at some point to push back up, similar to TRON, similar the pattern that TRON did, exactly the same. I'm expecting a similar outcome at some point. So yeah, on the daily, you see this was the level that I was talking about. We got a reaction, but we don't have a correction on the daily as yet. We just had the sharp pullback after this wave up, took out the previous lower high. The price retested the core zone, this one here, then started to push back up. And now, next step is to look at the 4-hour time frame. And for me personally, I would like to see some retracement here before considering any buys on XRP. So yeah, this one as well, it will be messy. Look at the way the candles are developing. You have loads of spikes, big ones. So stop hunts, it's a pretty nasty one to consider trading. But if you have the energy and the mentality to stay in a trade like that, well done. But nonetheless, you have to wait for this pattern to finish here. Even break either break this low, either come to a higher level and then push back up. Okay, so keep an eye out on this possibility. And the star of the day is Dogecoin. Let's go to the weekly. If you guys want to know why, you see we have this sharp impulse up and then the usual pattern that they are doing. This is pretty similar to what Bitcoin did in 2018, I presume. If you want, we can have a look. So let's go to the Bitcoin chart, and I think it was on the daily, whatever. Let me go back in time a bit. 2017. So yeah, this is pretty similar to Dogecoin, and you see this typical bear trap that they create, where the volume is low. You're thinking that okay, this one is correcting this impulse here, so it might drop. But if you're paying close attention to the important levels on the chart, you'll know how to spot a bull trap or a bear trap and when to consider counter trading and looking for a reversal. So as I was saying, let's move back to Dogecoin, and you can see this pattern here developing in a similar manner than the one that we had on Bitcoin. So this one at some point will have to go back up, and this here was a perfect buy setup. And it's still early days, because you see on the daily here, Dogecoin is losing is 3.86% on minus, has a minus 3.86 price change. So this one here, wait for it to finish, and then we'll wait for a reaction. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Price is back to the core zone, breaching it. So right now we have this level that we have to watch for a reaction, or even this one here. It could go down a bit deeper, this one, before pushing back up. If not, if this goes down, let it go down, no worries. We have a lot of liquidity below sitting to be waiting to be collected. So very important here to watch these levels and wait for a reaction. If you don't get a reaction, don't mess about and jump in any trades. And yeah, this one is a good one to keep in mind for the long term as well. You can do a 10x easily from here if you buy it right now, which I don't advise you guys because we don't have a setup. Only if you want to invest in it and I don't know, keep it for a few months, years. That's another story. But regardless, wait for your setup if you guys decide to trade it. Now, I'm gonna ask Fred about the INJUSDT because I know he has some trades running on ENG and SLP. So Fred, how are your trades keeping up?
Yeah, they're not trades. I actually bought the coin, so I'm holding the coins for these two. Yeah. I prefer to cryptos. I prefer that strategy, and then for the FX market, then I do trading. But cryptos, I prefer to invest because I don't have the time to switch the things. So I much prefer. Well, to tell you the truth, Binance we used to be able to trade. But now we can't trade anymore. So you can just buy. So that just
wait, Binance disabled the future trading?
Yeah, for me, I mean, depends on the countries you're in, but yeah, I cannot trade anymore. That's been over a year. So I decided, then I switched to just buy the coins, and then I trade on the FX market. So these coins plus other ones, I just buy and I hold them, like because I know, as I said, the bull run is on. So this may be the start of it. It might be a pullback, but I don't care. I just buy and I hold it and I just forget about it. Better like this. Actually, that's exactly what I did in 2018, just before the crash, and I thought I lost it all. And I was a good amount invested, and then 2021. I had huge amount of money, cryptos anyway. But yeah, that's kind of give me the idea to just to buy and hold. It's easier like that because I don't have to worry about it. And then you just putting in some staking, and that's it. You just make a bit more cryptos. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I like the with the SLP. It's because I'm looking at the metaverse. There's loads of project like that, metaverse. So I look at metaverse, AI, and gaming, and that's probably three things that I look at when I invest in cryptos. And then I look at the project. I mean, the usual thing, like as they say, Joe, do your own research.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the project. I like it. I like them since 2021. I had bought some and then I just sold it when I saw it was going down. I just didn't lose much, but that's it. So I'm back buying the thing. Just at the bottom of that thing. I just bought it there.
Your diamond hand
Anyway,
in the market.
so yeah, that's it. Diamond hands.
Yeah.
Diamond hands.
Yeah. That's a nice story you put out there. I remember 2018 as well, when
Yeah.
I bought Ether at
Yeah.
91, 92, and XRP I don't know XRP. I think it was at 28 or 30 cents or something like that, and I stood to that whole mess, and I you're gonna laugh. I wasn't that wise as you were, and I closed them for like peanuts, and then
Right.
the rest is history. So because from 2018 till after the pandemic, it was like the market was ranging in that bull trap that it was creating, and I was fed up with it
Yeah.
because I was somewhere in between trading them and investing in them, and I didn't had the patience to hold them for like a few years or maybe more than that. So I gave up at some point and invested money in something else, aka the TRON, and other coins went to death for a while, and you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
but what can you do about that? Lessons.
Exactly. It's like, do you remember I forecasted back, I think it was November 2022. Yeah,
2022
that
with the
the Bitcoin.
logarithmic chart on Bitcoin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. And I said, and it was exactly at the moment this is when it started to go up, but I didn't buy it because I thought, oh, sure, I'll have time. and then 2022 it didn't do much or whatever, and then suddenly it's skyrocketing. Anyway, can you do?
Yeah.
You lose some, you win some.
Exactly. And most important, you'll get another chance. The trend
Exactly. Yeah.
is always pulling back, so no need to FOMO and do stupid things. And
Yeah.
then you'll regret it buying at the top or selling at a very low level. And that's why people lose their money because they lack patience. So that's why I'm emphasizing here with the total market cap, Bitcoin and Ether, with the big ones, to wait for that consolidation. Don't freak out. Don't put your money. Don't listen to the news that it will go to 100K, 500K, half a million, whatever, because, okay, it will go, but it will not go in a straight line. Don't get fooled by it, because the media has its
Exactly.
own role
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
thing. It's like the marketing thing, and the big whales like to buy it, to sell it high and buy it low. So for that you need apprentices to jump in the market and on the FOMO bandwagon, and the classical things that traders do, and which is lose money and
Yeah.
FOMO out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's all down to experience. I think once you have done the same for the trading or in the cryptos, once you have done one bull run, you will have learned a good bit out of it, you know. Then you usually don't repeat the same mistake at the second bull run, you know.
Yeah, also, but I will also add to that the character of the person, of the trader, because
Yeah,
a gambler.
yeah,
Let me put this to you in this form. Even a gambler has experience in the casino. That doesn't mean that will help him. You know, it also depends on his character and his psychological.
yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. So very
Yeah,
important to always put that in balance, because we all know the theory behind it, but the practice has a lot more factors that make you dependent in regards to the psychology, your character,
yeah.
mentality, risk
Crypto,
management, and
yeah,
so on.
yeah. Cryptos is much harder to trade because they do spikes a lot more, and they do big spikes a lot more. It's more volatile, obviously, so a lot more than the FX or communities, and that means there is more. It creates more FOMO for you when you see the spike. You say, "Shit, I missed it," and then you go on an emotional reaction, and then you buy, and then this is when it turns, and then you say, "Shit."
Yeah,
And then you see you sell you buy at the high and you sell at the low, you know. You're doing completely the reverse. But that's because the crypto it's very difficult to trade it or to even buy, because it creates that thing of FOMO, because it spikes up so fast. Like, look at the Bitcoin. I mean, not just the Bitcoin, all the icons lately, like they're spiking up, and I bet you there's tons of people just go and buy now because they think that's it. It's not going to stop, and it's going to go like to 100K tomorrow, you know.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
that's why we have to have patience, even if it goes to 100K tomorrow. Still wait for that pullback when it won't hurt you.
yeah,
Yeah. So to summarize it a bit, long story short, we expect a consolidation on the total market cap on Bitcoin, on Ether, and on all of them. Also on the altcoins, because of the big ones, the altcoins follow the big ones. So here, wait for this level on the day, on the weekly, for the total market cap to be reached, and then wait for a reaction. And if you get that reaction, wait for it to finish. Wait for this consolidation, something maybe similar to this one that we had here, and then the market will push back up most likely. Don't get freaked out if you see it going a bit deeper. It could be normal. It's part of the correction, the structure of the correction, the form that it could take, and then wait for a reaction and then go with the trade. You always get a second chance or a third chance. You just have to wait for it patiently. Bitcoin similar, expecting it to hit the 55K level short term. Also short term, I'm expecting a pullback. So either we hit the 55K level first, then go with the pullback. Either we'll get a pullback now, starting from the 4-hour time frame, which means that the price will drop slowly until it will drop sharply, and then it will give you a reaction towards the upside. Okay, so keep in mind these possibilities, and with that being said, don't forget to trade with care. I wish to thank you all for being here. Flavian, Fred, thank you for being co-host today. And I wish you guys a happy trading week ahead. And if you have any questions or any other instruments that you'd like us to cover, head over to the comment section below, and we'll do a video analysis for you guys exclusively. Okay? So, guys, thanks a lot for your time. It was a pleasure as
Thank you,
usual.
Alex.
I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead, and see you guys on the next one. And by the way, tomorrow we'll do a midweek analysis, a live session with a midweek analysis for the Forex pairs. So keep that in mind. If you want to join, hop on the live, engage in the comment section, let us know your thoughts about our analysis, if you have any other requests, and so on. So take care, trade with care, and see you guys on the next one.
let's see you guys. Bye bye. Thank you.
See you guys. Bye.